Hi, my name's Rochelle Martinez and I'm one of the business tutors here at UCEN Manchester. So this session is for anyone who's interested in progressing on to higher education, and UCEN Manchester is the higher education provision at the Manchester College. We deliver a range of university degrees that are validated by a range of universities themselves. So what this means is that your degree with us, your certificate actually states the university name and branding on that certificate itself, and not us at UCEN Manchester. So at the moment, our current foundation degree programme is validated by Manchester Met University. We work collaboratively with the university to enable students who may just miss the entry requirements to go on to uni itself, or for those who are not motivated to attend a large lecture, for example, or may be overwhelmed or daunted by the idea of going to university. Then, you know, we're a good place to start, and we're just that another option. Now, where can a level 3 take you? So what we offer is a foundation degree in business management. Now, don't get the foundation degree title confused with the foundation year. So I just want to explain this. So a number of students have highlighted this in the past and it can be a bit confusing. So a foundation year is also known as a year 0. Some universities offer this for those who do not meet the entry requirements but still want to physically attend university itself. So the issue with this is that you are not progressing and you're still at the same level as a level 3 degree qualification, and that's for a whole nother year. So whereas a foundation degree is equivalent to the first 2 years of a full-time degree. So in the first year, you will study the same set of modules that you would study in the first year at university and on the degree course there. And then you can also progress onto the second year of the foundation degree, again, equivalent to the second year of a degree in university. And again, you study the same set of modules. So as mentioned, the foundation degree is 2 years in total. So this means that you have completed the first 2 years of a degree. So the joy with this is that you have some flexibility to change your final year, depending on, you know, your final year, results in the second year of the foundation degree, of course. And as long as you pass, you can progress. But different courses require different entry requirements. So again, we support you in talking through that with you in more detail at a later date. So, for example, we have had one student recently in the last year progress onto a top-up year, his final year degree in business and finance, because he really wanted to go down the finance route. He achieved 60% overall on his foundation degree, so he met the entry requirements to specialise and go on to the top-up in business finance. Another example is we had a student who was really interested in fashion, so she went on to do her final year or top-up year in business fashion at Manchester Met University, and again she needed an overall of 55% on her foundation degree, which she met. So some students have taken a gap year as well. So the foundation degree gives you that flexibility to say, right, okay, I'm going to take a year out, maybe get a bit of work experience to help me prepare for my final year on my degree. And also, you know, you might get work experience, you might decide that you want to go traveling, or you just want to do something a bit different for that year, maybe just take a breather and then go back into doing your final year. And again, you know, you still get your full degree. So as mentioned, the awarding body or university is written on the certificate, and it's not UCEN Manchester. So in this case, Manchester Met University. There's also a few other perks in why study with us, but I'll go into that a bit later with you. Once you complete the foundation degree with us, like I say, you can then progress onto your final year, known as a top-up year, and you do this for 1 year and you get your full BA Honours or Bachelor of Science, depending on which university you're studying with. At the moment, it's a Bachelor of Arts, a BA Honours with us at the moment. But voila, at the end of 3 years, you get a full degree, which is great. We do have another option as well, which is the Higher National Diploma. And again, I'm highlighting this because it's another course and route we offer. Again, it's equivalent to the first 2 years of a degree. So the Higher National Certificate is the first year. The second year is your level 5 Higher National Diploma. Again, once you complete those 2 years, you can then progress and do your final year at a university of your choice and get a business degree. So yeah, they're both very similar. The only difference here is the Higher National Diploma, so it's awarded by Pearson. The idea with this programme is you get to study a broad range of business units to help you get deeper insights into different areas and to help you gauge sort of which area of interest you want to progress into for your top-up year. So again, it's just allowing you a bit more flexibility. This is equivalent to the first 2 years of a degree, like I say. And also, it's if you studied a BTEC level 3 before, you'd be quite similar to sort of how this course is structured and the approach to these units. So again, if you're coming from a BTEC background, it can be quite useful to progress, and it gives you that bit of familiarity. So I chose this route. I did a HND at Huddersfield University because I wasn't quite sure on what topic or what area I was interested in. I'd studied a BTEC level 3 with the Manchester College many moons ago. And from doing the Higher National Diploma, I truly believe that it helped me better prepare for my final year, because that final year is the final, that's what's stated on that final degree certificate. So I wanted to make sure that I'd set myself up really for the best opportunity. So it wasn't that daunting go from a BTEC to the HND, because the structure and the approach to teaching and learning was quite similar. So again, we offer that approach as well if you do want to approach it more similarly. As well, we offer a bit of flexibility with our current HND, whereby you can study it online. And so we take a blended learning approach where you can do a bit online and then you come in and do a bit of face-to-face support around assignments and things like that. So again, if that's something that might be of interest to you, please feel free to get in touch. You do have options available. Now, the entry requirements are 64 UCAS points. That's for both the foundation degree and the HND, and these are the standard points required, as well as you'll also need a minimum of a grade 4 in your English and maths or equivalent again. However, if you do not meet this and you do not hold a level 3 qualification, maybe you went into working out of school, so you didn't quite go on to college, and you've just been working for the last 5 years, for example, and now you think, I'm ready to go back to education, I want to get my degree, I want to progress. You may be eligible to join the degree based on industry experience. So again, do not hesitate to get into touch and have a conversation if that could potentially be an option for you as well. So why Manchester College then? So a number of reasons really, and one of the main reasons that students are fed back is that they feel that they are valued, they are supported, and they are heard throughout the course of their studies with us. And I think this is down to, we have smaller class sizes, as mentioned. So, we know you on an individual basis. You're not just another number. You're not, in a flood of students in a large lecture theatre. You get the chance to be heard. You get the chance to have discussions with tutors. You get extra one-to-one support that you may not necessarily get within a university. Every student is allocated a tutor and has regular check-ins with them to help monitor progress and see what further support students may need throughout their learning with us. So we know each of our students on an individual basis, and students have fed back that they do appreciate, and that is really helpful for them. We have good quality teaching. We try and engage our students throughout the learning experience, so we don't just stand at the front of the classroom just talk at you for a period of time. It's about that two-way communication, and it's about engaging you and bringing those theories to life, and the understanding and knowledge behind business subject areas, and looking at, well, how does this work in practice? And we have group discussions and a range of activities to do that, which is quite useful, and students again have fed back they like that approach. So it's a bit different to that lecture seminar style. Currently our fees stand at £7,000 per year, whereas at university it's about £9,000 at the moment per year. So what that means is you're saving £6,000 across 3 years in total. That's a lot of money to be saving. So again, another reason why it'd be good to study with us. There's lots of perks with it. So just to summarise then, so once you've completed your foundation degree or your HND with us at UCEN Manchester over a 2-year period, you then progress on to your final year, which is known as a top-up year. So you do 1 more year, a BA Honours, it tends to be at the moment with us. And end of those 3 years, you've got your full degree. Okay, and that is it. It's the same approach really, just a bit more flexibility. To apply for the course, if you are interested, you can apply through UCAS, or you can also apply through us through manual application. Applications for full-time higher education courses should be made through the university and college admission services, and you can do that through UCAS, their website there. The institute code is M10, and the course code can be found on the appropriate slides or on our website as highlighted earlier. If you do want to have a further discussion, maybe you go through UCAS and it's asking you for certain entry requirements and it's a bit fiddly for you, please contact our course inquiries team, and it may be that we can go through a manual application process with you instead. And again, if you don't quite meet the benchmarks or the entry requirements, we can have a further discussion. So you go through to our course inquiries team, the telephone number is there on the screen, then we'd be happy to further discuss this with you. Okay, and just a bit of research really, and a bit of research to support the reason behind why you should continue your education and progress to higher education. So the more you learn, the more you earn. So statistics show that the more education you receive, the more money you make over your lifetime. In addition to this, the more education you receive, the better quality of a job you can get. So it's not about where you get your education from, it's about getting it, it's about developing that learning process and looking at, well, what's right for you as an individual. Okay, and in addition to that, if you do want to contact me directly, you have any further questions around the course or entry requirements or the modules themselves, please feel free to email me. My email address is rmartinez@ucenmcr.ac.uk, or you can telephone me, which is 0161 674 2000. Thank you for your time.